Good morning. This is Jared with Carbon Digital, and today we're talking about Flywheel. So, I recently rebuilt my website on Flywheel using the Oxygen Builder, and I came across a situation that uh, was quite strange, but it delayed the process. And so Flywheel is a local development software, so I can build locally on my computer and no one else can see it, which works really great for development, especially if I'm the only one working on it. It works really well. But also, Flywheel has a feature where I can pull the current version from the live site to my local development, and it's pretty slick. So as long as you don't have everyone working on the site at the same time locally, it's pretty phenomenal. Excuse me. So because I'm using Oxygen, I have additional steps to take. So right here in Flywheel, there's this push to Flywheel button. I have it connected to Flywheel. And so when you go to click push, it's registering my site. And then you can see I have just a production server because I'm using the free version of this software called Local. And whenever you do this, you typically need to include the database. If you're not familiar with web development practices and how WordPress works and stuff in the backside, the back end, you pretty much are always going to include the database. I mean, you change a setting, you write a blog post, you upload a picture. A lot of that stuff, requires the database to be updated as well. So as soon as you click this push to Flywheel button, everything's going to start sending that to the Flywheel servers. And so, excuse me, I got my email notification here that says my site is now ready to view. So I'm going to click View Site, excuse me, which just takes me to the dashboard for this. So I click on my domain, and what the fuck? My header, my footer, like most of my fucking page is gone. Okay. There's a simple way to fix this. It's a 3-step process. So the first one is here inside of Flywheel. So first you're going to click on Advanced, and you're going to click Flush Cache. So you're going to clear the cache for this website. And as soon as that's done, I'll show you how that changes the actual website itself. Okay, that's done. So now we'll refresh and no change. Okay, cool. So I will log in. All right, cool. So now we're going to go to Oxygen. We're going to go to Settings. You have to go to Security and re-sign your short codes. So click All. This actually is automatically recognizing which ones need to be done. So I'm just going to click that. If you ever have any doubt, you can go through and check them all, but I've not had any issues with this auto selecting these here. So let's look at how that affects our site. Okay, some of it's back together. For the most part, it's doing pretty well. All right. And then the last piece, as a precautionary measure, depending on how your site is configured with Oxygen, depending on how your templates are set up, you might need to take this a step further. But I've made this a practice just to do it every time. So go back to Settings, and then go to CSS Cache, and then just regenerate. And so when I was first building my site and the first version was pushed, I actually had to regenerate the CSS, and now it's just become a habit to do it every time. And so now you can see it looks quite well. And so that's the process. It's a 3-step process. In Flywheel, flush your cache, then you log in, re-sign your short codes, and then regenerate your CSS. Simple enough. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's everything for today. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns, complaints, send them on over. We'll check them out. Until next time, happy coding.